Hello and welcome to Caravanning with the Missus. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing if you have done, and if you haven't subscribed, if you wouldn't mind, then that'd be superb as well. Thank you very much. Okay, so today's little video, what it is it's about the Bailey Discovery D4-4, specifically the 2020 and 2021 model. Well, I suppose the 2022 model will probably be exactly the same, but my one's a 2021 model, and basically, yeah, it's inspired by a few Facebook posts I've seen over the few weeks, really, about taller people and how they might get in the van, how they might use the van, because I've seen a few people sort of maybe slightly higher than average, over 6 foot, being put off by, say, the length of the bed, etc. So I've just got a couple of ideas, a couple of ways how we use it, and I'm actually going to come out with the actual measurements as well, and I've got the beds made up as well, so you can actually see how much space you have got. Now, I say about how we use it, I mean, that's one of the reasons we bought this format of caravan, because the bed is at one end, so we've got a fixed bed, which is ideal for Sadie. She likes to go to bed sort of 9ish, read her book, cuddle up to the dog, etc. I like to watch TV down the other end, a bit later on at night until 10, 11, maybe 12 o'clock sometimes. And therefore I sleep down this end, she sleeps up that end, usually with the dog. And I find up this end there's plenty, it's like a sea of bed when I've got this thing made up. Now that I've got my Duvalay as well, mattress topper, only reason I got that is because I find the double bed quite comfortable down the front. Very comfortable, in fact, but sometimes I'd wake up and I'd just have a slightly dodgy back on me, so I thought, right, I'll see what this Duvalay mattress topper is all about. So I got one of those. I got the most expensive one because I'm kind of thinking I want to make sure I get as good a night's sleep as possible, so I got the extra thick one, gold, extra wide, blah blah blah, 140 pounds or something it cost. Also got the sheet as well, which zips around it just to make it just to make it easier and faster to set up the bed. Also as well, sometimes I like to sleep diagonally on the bed in the front, just because I'm watching TV. Sometimes it's a little bit more comfortable, and I think that also lends itself to, if you are quite tall, I'm not too sure, but I'm going to measure it. I'm going to set it all up and measure it and see how tall you can be if you sleep diagonally, but there seems to be loads and loads and loads of space, and I'll do that with my Duvalay. But first of all, let's see how much space you've got in the fixed bed. Okay, so I shall take off my shoes and I'll measure and jump into the fixed bed and see how much space we've got. Right, so before I forget, I've just measured it. This mattress is 186 centimeters long by 134 centimeters wide of actual mattress space. So I've not included the gap between the mattress and the wall. Yeah, so it's only a couple of inches long, about an inch or so longer than me, but when I'm lying in it like this, I'll show you in a minute, I'll swing the camera around, but this is how I'd normally lie in it. I've got about a couple of inches spare at the head, and I've got probably about an inch or so, a couple of inches spare at my feet, I guess, because my neck is slightly up a little bit, so that's lost a bit of height. So if you're taller than me, then I suppose you'd sleep at a bit of an angle here, but obviously you'd have to be on your own here. And like I say, for us that's not a problem because the missus has this bed all on her own anyway. So yeah, lovely big wide bed, easily big enough for Eric. To be honest, I've not tried sleeping on it, but I'm sure if I did, it'd be fine. The missus doesn't go to the toilet during the night hardly at all, so she wouldn't need to be clambering over me, so that'd be quite handy as well. I've got no problems. I'm sure I'd get some sleep over there, but yeah. So here we go. So as I say, normal sleeping position. I think if you're any taller than 6 foot, your feet down the bottom might have a slight problem. I'll spin it around so you can see what my feet are doing. Right, so I'm back in position again, so you can see my feet. Got enough room here if I'm sleeping to move around, and if I move diagonally, hopefully you can see, you could probably be, I mean, I don't mind hanging my feet off the end of the bed anyway, so you could probably be about another few inches, 3-4 inches taller. And sleep diagonally if you like, quite comfy like this, telly there. Happy days. Okay, so I'm now going to assemble the bed, and of course I've assembled the bed before. I'll show you how I do it. I'm actually going to time myself. I've not timed myself before. See how long it takes me to put the bed up and put the Duvalay. Duvalay stored under here. Normally what I do before I put the bed up is I put all the cushions, because as you know, the missus likes her cushions. I'd normally take them all off and just pop them under here, because we've got the slats that come out. But at the moment, I've just popped them at the other end, so they're not in the way. Okay, so are we ready? Yeah, okay. So let's start timing myself and see how long it takes. I'm gonna put the bed together. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. First of all, get that over there. Pop that up there. And now I'll pop this end one up vertically like that. Get my quilt out. Just pop that there. I'm not getting tangled with the wires. And so that's my quilt. And here's my Duvalay. That should be all I need. I think I'm going to make a little DIY job actually. I'm going to make a little shelf in there for my little Duvalay, so keep it away from all the dusty things. Okay, pop that down. This out here. Bomb. I normally put the 2 smaller cushions down this end, all of them upside down, so the black bit's facing up. I was told to do that by the dealer, and I think he's got a good idea there, because it's nice and comfy that way. Just pop that one over. Oh, hang on, I'll squidge that down in a minute. Pop it in, over. There you go. Make sure the slats are fully pulled out. And then just pop him in there. Bum, bum, bum. Put it down like that. Oh, one of my microphones falling off. There you go. Oh, for the job there. Then put the microphone on. All I do with the Duvalay, so that's got the sheet already zipped onto it. Just pop that off, take that off, take that off. I could probably do it a bit quicker than this. So Duvalay would be like that. Job's a good one. And then I'd go and get my pillows, got 2 of those. Bum, bum, bum. I've not got the pillowcases on at the moment. There you go. That like that. And then the quilt goes. I haven't got the quilt case on either. Quilt cover thing. So that's why it's nice and white, it's just the internal core. And that's it. Ta-da! Lovely jubbly. Stop your stopwatch. 2 minutes 40 seconds. Shorter than a commercial break if I was watching the telly. So yeah, lovely. Lovely and comfy. Oh, I love this bed. So me being 6 foot, don't know if you can see where my feet are. Got an inch spare up here. And yeah, got loads of space down there with my feet. Actually, I'll measure it now. So it's the length of the Duvalay, plus we've still got about 3 or 4 inches to play with. So it's actually 194 centimetres lengthwise, which is 194, which is 76.5 inches, which is 6'4", about 6'4", 6'4.5", something like that. So now what I'm going to do is see how long you can be. If if you sleep diagonally. So if you sleep diagonally, this is what I was thinking, this is what I sometimes do as well. I haven't done this with the Duvalay yet, because I've only just got the Duvalay. Because normally the telly goes up this end, up sort of in the middle over there. And then you got bish, bosh. I normally just sleep with one pillow, might have two while I'm watching the telly. Let's get the quilt. Oops. Try and keep it nice and clean. Done, like that. It's got loads of room if the dog did want to come up. But I used to tell him no, and now he doesn't even bother, because he's a good lad. I'm quite a light sleeper, so if anything comes in with me or moves, usually wakes me up. That's why I don't like to sleep next to me dog. So you can see I was just busy getting nice and comfy there. So you can see, right, if you can see the caravan rocking a bit, it's because I haven't got the steadies down, it's just in my driveway at the moment, and it's at quite a sharp angle as well to nose down, so that any water will run off. So yeah, I've got loads of space above my head there, and you can probably see I've probably got another foot and a bit before my feet hit anything. I'd imagine, to be honest, you could be 7 feet tall, I'd hazard a guess. Yeah, you could be quite easily 7 feet tall in this diagonal position and sleep quite comfortably. So yeah, there we are. I think that pretty much concludes. And if I'm watching telly, usually point my head up like that. Lovely. Oh, this is so comfy. It was really comfy without me Duvalay, but it's beautiful. So yeah, I hope you found this video useful. As I say, well, I don't think I did say, but it's largely for people that might be thinking about getting a D4-4. Might be a little bit taller than average. Not just if you're just wondering how you're going to get on with it. Sleeping wise, I say I'd do this, to be honest. If you and you could probably make the bed up a bit quicker as well than me. Probably get it down to 2 minutes. I mean, I did it. I did it in about 1.5 minutes, I think. And the other thing, seeing as we're on the subject of height, is I thought I'd show you the distance between the top of my head and the roof, the ceiling of the caravan, or at the lowest point. This is the high-key roof light, so like I say, I'm very nearly 6 foot, and you can see I've got that much spare between me and the high-key light. So just roughly, say, about that, which is about 5 inches. Yeah, so I've got about 5 inches spare, which means you could probably be up to about 6'5" before you're starting to knock on that. That's standing, obviously. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that bit, seeing it's all to do with heights.